Tens of thousands of people marched through Brazil's largest city, Sao Paulo, on Monday as protests spread over rising public transport prices and the cost of staging the 2014 World Cup. Demonstrations also took place in Brasilia, Rio de Janeiro and Belem. Earlier, there were clashes with police in Belo Horizonte, as protesters tried to make their way to a stadium hosting a Confederations Cup match. The protests began last week, after the announcement of increased bus fares. But the complaints of demonstrators soon extended beyond transport costs when clashes in Sao Paulo led to claims of excessive use of force by police. Dozens of people were hurt, including several journalists. Since then, protesters have voiced frustration at public transport, security, health and the extent of public investment in two international football tournaments. The protests have increased since the start of the Confederations Cup on Saturday, seen as a dress rehearsal for the 2014 World Cup. As Monday's protests gathered strength, demonstrators in the capital, Brasilia, breached the high-security area of the National Congress building, climbing onto the roof of the Oscar Niemeyer-designed structure. In Sao Paulo earlier, security chiefs met protest organizers in an attempt to avert trouble. Brazilian television station Globo reported that the authorities had decided not to use rubber bullets while policing the demonstration. Wave of protests. Before Saturday's opening match of the Confederations Cup in the capital, Brasilia, protesters tried to approach the main Garrincha Stadium, but were dispersed by the police. The following day, a similar march close to the Maracana Stadium in Rio, where Mexico were playing Italy, was ended by police with rubber bullets and tear gas. Eyewitnesses said police used riot control measures, including firing rubber bullets and tear gas, against peaceful protesters. Police denied they had acted unlawfully but said they would investigate the allegations. Protesters who initially campaigned against increased bus fares have also expressed anger about inequality and corruption, demanding higher public spending on education and health. Dozens of buses and buildings have so far been damaged, prompting Sao Paulo Governor Geraldo Alckmin to describe demonstrators as vandals. Prices for a single ticket in Sao Paulo were increased on June 2 from R$3, $1.40, 90 pence, to R$3.20. Authorities say the rise is well below inflation, which since the last price rise in January 2011 has been at 15.5%, according to official figures.